Hey guys, this is Grim again. I'm coming with you another PvP guide. This time I'm doing Fury Warrior. I'm main prop warrior back in MOP, but this expansion, you know, Fury Warrior is really nasty. I'm almost full purples, but I haven't really played my warrior too much. But I figured, well, that's why I'm at it. You know, why not just make a PvP guide for it? So while I'm at it, let's go ahead and go what I got going for me. For talents, you want to rock Juggernaut. And if you're versing like a hunter or a mage, definitely double time. But anything else, Juggernaut, because the cooldown gets reduced. Range Regeneration second one used to be really overpowered back on MOP, but they had to nerf it, and it's just as useless to me. It's not even nearly as good as what it used to be. And Range Regeneration is way up there. I can pop and get a bunch of heals. If you play right, you get a lot of heals. This one's controversial. Bloodthirst no longer has a cooldown. So I can spam my Bloodthirst ability over and over, and I'll tell you why I did this in myself. Sudden Death is actually used a lot because you can re-execute and stuff, you know. I mean, that's really good, but I like the Unquenchable Thirst at the moment. That's what I'm used to. Stormbolt, Shockwave, and Stormbolt are both really good. I have it set for like range characters right now. So if I'm versing like a hunter or a mage, you want Stormbolt. But if you're versing two melee classes, especially in twos, or you're versing one melee class, Shockwave is definitely the way to go. Now, Mass Spell Reflection, my fault. It replaces your Spell Reflection. So it's alright. Like if you're versing double caster or something in arenas and your partner has no way to reflect the spells, Mass Spell Reflection is really nice. Safeguard is really nice too. They take 20% damage reduction if you hit your opponent or your partner with that. That's really good. Avatar. Now, I haven't seen no one around Bloodbath at all. Bladestorm's being seen a lot. But Avatar's put my one-shot macro, and I'll explain why. That's really good. With Avatar, you can get out of all like your roots and shit and snares, but also it increases your damage by like a shit ton. 20% increased damage, all on top of like all your enrages. That's incredible. Anger management. Now, again, these are the three talents that people play different styles with. Now, Siegebreaker, I give credit to. This is an amazing ability, and it helps out so much. But it places my intimidating shout, and I personally don't like that. But with anger management, we'll go to Ravager real fast, since I'll get more detail about anger management. Ravager. Now, there's cool combos you can do with this. You can throw out Ravager, stun the opponent or the enemy with Stormbolt or Shockwave, and go into a Bladestorm. So much deeps. Or just like Ravager in there and keep the enemy close. But it's kind of easy to get away from, like especially if you're versing something like Blink or Heroic Leap, or even like a Rogue, you just sprint away from Ravager. But anger management, so much better, because you can spam all of your shit like Whirlwind. It costs 30 rage. Anger management. For every 30 rage that you spend, reduces the remaining cooldown of several of your abilities by 1 second. Now, I know that seems like a waste and a long time, but when you're fighting somebody, that time ticks forever. I could throw out Stormbolt and attack for maybe like 6 different abilities, and Stormbolt with a 30-second cooldown, which went to like 14 seconds left, and they did get Stormbolted again. Now that's crazy. Let's go back to the Glyphs. Now these are the Glyphs I rock. Glyph of Long Charge increases my charge ability by 5 yards, and that's very useful because without it, you'll see like how ridiculous like the range difference is when you charge somebody. Glyph of Blazing Trail, just for looks, it makes you look badass, and same for Glyph of Burning Anger. I get angry when I'm or rage. It's pretty cool, you know, I catch on fire. It makes me look badass whenever I'm going on somebody. Glyph of Bloodthirst increases the healing of my Bloodthirst by 100%. Okay, see, that may sound useless, but I have saved myself so many times with that ability. And the reason why I say that is because, like, would be dying, and I'm normally healing like 5k, but with the Glyph of Bloodthirst, I almost heal about 10k per time I hit it. And since there's no cooldown on Bloodthirst, boom, 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 I can just spam it like that, no doubt. Glyph of Enraged Speed, while you're enraged, you move 20% faster. Okay, guys, I'm a Fury Warrior. You're almost always enraged. Now, the thing about that is, Since you're almost always enraged, guess what? Your movement speed's almost always increased. That's good against catching kiters. It's even good for outrunning other DPS, or even, getting to safety or helping a partner. Now, I will go over my one-shot macro for you real fast. Pop it. Alright, so you see I got my trinket, I got my avatar, and I got my recklessness all in this one um, macro. And now with like this, as soon as I pop it, I'm hitting 20, 30 Ks on people constantly. Off like I pressured people that have better gear than me just because of that one macro. And the reason why I can't stress this enough is that Fury Warriors, you see a lot of them, especially in duels, use potions and shit to try to make themselves like hit harder and shit. You don't need that, but they do help. But if you're gonna go for twos, you gotta save that macro when you need it. You can't just go out there and burst it, because you lose a lot of things and it's very risky. But if you know that that you can totally take someone on and kill them, I would totally recommend popping the macro. All right, guys. My other macro is charge throw. So what happens is I have my heroic throw and my charge in one macro, since they don't share a cooldown. So I use it, I charge them, and while I'm charging it, I throw my weapon. All right, I don't have that many macros, but the ones I do have help out a lot, and that I've created from scratch from old school times. Like this is the one that I made with my Blaze Storm. It pops everything except Avatar, of course, and instead of Avatar, I replace it with Blaze Storm. It's very useful. It's really good for killing a group of people really fast. Um, uh, so yeah, and the main thing I focused on was crit and other things such as crit. Your mastery is also very well, which is damage done. So crit and mastery are definitely some of your better options of what you need. Um, and being an undead again, like I said, it really helps out, especially with fears. So casters are no problem already for me. The only thing that I actually have trouble killing is a Death Knight. But at the same time, if you play smart and save your one-shot macro, you can beat anything. You can beat the Death Knight. You can beat the Feral Druids. You just have to play smart and outthink your opponent. Another glyph I want to stress out enough, or I can't stress out enough. It's a very rude interruption. You really want this one or Rallying Cry, and I usually replace sadly Glyph of Bloodthirst for those two, because I've had Rallying Cry save me, and Rude Interruption just increases my damage by a lot. So if I don't think I need healing, I would definitely go one of these. Well, this replaces my healing, but it's for a good save me at the end. Alright guys, that's my PvP guy for Fury Warrior. I'll be bringing more. If you just comment and tell me what you want to see, what class you want to see, I will level that class up and do my like idea of what I think is the best for the Fury Warrior. Alright guys, it's been fun, like always. I hope you stay, I hope you like. I have a Twitch channel. It's called Grim the Untold. If you want to watch me do it, I will do it weekly and do it daily. Alright, just holler at me and message me and tell me what you want. Grim out.